that politicians don't tell the truth.
I only said that after he made some comments.
Hey, you know, I got a chance a couple of years ago to honor Dick's service on the House floor. We get a privilege. My name is Rodney Davis. For those of you who I have not met, I'm your member of Congress in Washington, D.C., and we're here to honor Dick today. But a couple of years ago, I got the privilege to honor him on the House floor by talking about who he was, what he did, what he meant to our country, and also what he means to our community. What a lot of folks don't realize, that the OSS, which Dick was a part of, is the precursor to all of our intelligence operations today. The CIA, Defense Intelligence Agency, the NSA, all of them were in one organization back when Dick was involved. And I don't know if he's told you his old war stories or not, or if he thinks he might still be killed for it. But this is a guy who was part of our intelligence system in this country when it was all human intelligence. You had to go behind Russian lines during World War II. After World War II. And then down to Korea. I mean, this is a time where we're honoring, with the 75th anniversary of D-Day yesterday, we're honoring the heroes that give us in our generation the freedoms that many Americans take for granted every day. Without the greatest generation that Dick's a part of, we wouldn't have the country that we have today and the privilege that I have in watching my family achieve the American dream that so many families across this great country achieve because of your heroic actions and your service. And how many of you out there are veterans? Give them a round of applause too. Any D-Day veterans? Battle of the Bulge, World War II? World War II. You know, I got the chance in this job to travel to Normandy a few years ago, and I stood over the cliffs looking down at the beaches where our young men watched those doors on the carriers plop down into the ocean. And as they looked up at 100-foot cliffs, they saw water, a pretty long beach, and guns atop those cliffs firing right down at them. And their job was to take those cliffs. I could not imagine the fear that would have gone through each and every one of them, knowing what their mission was. There was a picture of a soldier today that I saw who was a commander of 901 young men that day in Normandy. 901 young men. By the time those 901 men were able to get across the 500 feet of Omaha Beach, they were down to 387 men. But you know what people like Dick were doing? Providing the intelligence to allow that mission and other missions in World War II to succeed. America would be a much different country today if the people in the OSS that were working the back behind the lines at Normandy, if they would have given different information, or they would have had accurate information, D-Day might not have been a success. And we wouldn't have had the 387 men be able to survive and complete that mission and sacrifice so much for this great country. That's what the OSS did for every single American today. And we honor people like Dick now with the OSS medal. So, Dick, I'm going to get the medal, but I may regret doing this, but I want to give you the microphone.
Obviously, you don't know me very well.
That's good. I'm okay with that. You deserve it.
Well, I'm up here with some embarrassment because I got into the OSS just before the war ended. And before I got out of this country to serve overseas, the war had ended. So actually, the few things that I did, that I learned at OSS, happened after I was out of it. I was stationed in Korea, and we had a liaison team from the American Army to the Russian Army, and I was in that team as a driver because it was not supposed to be known that I could speak Korean. And I would go out at night after curfew and go to various Korean places. Well, first I got to know the people by going to church, because when the Russians were there, before the Kim family took over, they still allowed church services. And I went to Korean church and met people there who then told me where they lived, and I went out after curfew and came back with my Ike jacket full of information that they had gathered, and did that several times. But one time I'll tell you about, because it was, in retrospect, it was amusing. It wasn't so amusing at the moment. But I came around a corner, and there were two North Korean communist guards. They had Korean communist guards out at night enforcing the curfew, and they both had their automatic rifles pointed at me. And fortunately, I had a little bit of forethought due to my training, and I had learned a string of Russian curse words. I had no idea what they meant. But as soon as I saw them, I started spewing out this litany of Russian curse words, and the two soldiers snapped to attention, saluted me, and let me go by. So, as I say, it's sort of funny afterwards, but it did give me a funny feeling in my tummy when it happened.
He's not giving it back.
That was almost as scary as being up here this morning.
We certainly, Dick, will not make that the new definition of Russian collusion. Hey, you're welcome. Hey, first off, again, thank you everyone here for joining us at this very special moment. This is, I believe, my fourth opportunity to be able to present the OSS Medal. 4 OSS agents that served during the same and similar times that Dick did, living within the 13th district, the 14 counties that make up my 13th district. And not many talk about it, because that was service. That was what your generation did. You went, you fought for freedom, and you came home, and you came back and used your same talents to continue to make this country as great as what it is today. I, on behalf of every single member of Congress that I get to serve with, am proud to present to you today, Dick, the OSS Medal.
Which is the biggest one I got. Thank
You might need, we'll get you a necklace to put that on, all right?
Thank you.
It's a privilege for me and an honor to be able to do this today. And I'm going to give you this box and some proclamation that looks really neat. But I cannot say thank you enough for what you've done and what your colleagues in service have done to give us the freedoms that we all enjoy today.
Thank you.
It's a story that needs to continue to be told, and I hope today is all of us in this room, I hope it's our chance to tell the story about Dick as we move on and tell the story about what it means to be an American. So thank you, sir, for your service. How tall am I? Dick asked me how tall I am. I'm 6'8", Dick. 5'10". How about you?
That's what I used to be.
Used to be.
That's why I wanted to ask you.
We're the same height, bud. We're both 5'10". Hey,
Okay,
thank you, buddy.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.